Okay, there are three major ways to reform our medical system. The first is that you should be allowed to buy insurance across state lines. That has not been instituted.
Well, hold on. Let me interrupt with a semi, not quite on target thing. Is it cool that the insurance company CEO, under pure capitalism, which we kind of are with regard to this, that insurance company CEOs make 50 and 100 and 250 million bucks a year?
I don't care what they make. I only care what I pay. I'm a capitalist. Now, the first is that there should be massive competition for health insurance. You should be able to buy health insurance from the guy next door, so long as he goes to jail if he commits fraud and doesn't pay up.
Well, hold on. Let's talk about frickin' massive
I'm
capital.
not
Hold
done.
on.
I said there were three things. You're not letting me get
No,
to
let
the
me,
three
because
things.
before I forget, because then I'll frickin'
Go ahead.
All right, but insurance seems like a crazy business right now. Because you said you want everybody to live forever, all healthy and stuff. The insurance company, the insurance system is based on being able to predict and exploit actuarial statistics.
Okay.
I mean, like being able to predict when people are going to die and how much care they're going to need. And I don't know how you do that in a rapidly exploding future.
Yeah, but it would only help the insurance company. They'd love it if we lived forever.
That in some ways it would help, but if you, like, say you're a company that pays annuities, and say somebody has an annuity that pays them $250 a month until they die, and they just don't die, can an insurance company survive that?
Well, okay.
Can an insurance, when it turns out that in order to live, it becomes common practice for people to have their own genetically engineered pig in which to grow replacement organs. So when people are able to get, a new set of lungs for 60 grand, how do insurance companies survive that? When frickin' Gilead Pharmaceuticals wants to charge $120,000 to cure Hep C in somebody, how do insurance companies survive that?
Okay. I gotta be honest with you. That's not my concern. My concern is that right now, insurance companies under Obamacare had to insure people with pre-existing conditions. And one of the things I like about the Trump-Ryan plan is that they're actually going to do something very intelligent. They found out that it's only like 6% of the population that uses like 90% of the health care.
Yeah, the sick people.
Yeah. So what they're going to do is they're going to separate those people out and actually give them a government subsidy. Now that I believe in. People that are crazy sick, have pre-existing conditions, are flat broke. Even as a conservative, I believe it's okay for the government to step in and try to separate that portion out. What that's going to do is that's going to leave a massive pool of 95% healthy people, basically healthy people. And then everybody's insurance rates are going to go down automatically.
How about the 5 or 6%? It's like
the government will be giving them subsidies of some kind.
How much?
I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm not an insurance expert. The other thing that the Republicans want to do is, in most states, they have tort reform. There are caps.
Oh, I fucking hate tort reform.
Okay, tort reform. In every state that they have tort reform, where there's a limit to how much the doctor has to take out in malpractice insurance, the price of medical care goes down. And they haven't done it in every state. Some states have it, other states don't. It should be the whole United States. That's going to bring the cost down.
By how much?
I don't know.
Because tort reform is something that people haul out. They haul out these examples of ridiculously rich jury awards for
Yeah, but they do that because apparently something like 40% of a doctor's expenses are paying for malpractice insurance. And that's what drives up the cost. So we've got to, but the reason they can't.
You know, another way to, hold on, another way to drive down the cost is for doctors to suck less. When you look at the rate of medical error, now that's one reason people get sued and people die is because systems of medical care need to be made.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
That's fine with me. But one of the reasons that they don't have tort reform is that the Democratic Party is in the pocket of the trial lawyers. The Democratic Party, the party you belong to, is corrupt.
The other side is corrupt and wants tort reform so people can't get relief that they deserve. Like, conservatives don't like class action lawsuits.
Okay.
And there's some stupid ones, but there are a lot of ones that are legit.
Okay. But I mean, the point is, if you're trying to figure out how to lower the cost of health care, you've got to take the burden off the doctors with their medical malpractice insurance. It can't be that expensive. It doesn't, there may be 1,000 other factors, but if I was a doctor and I only had to pay $1 a month for malpractice insurance, your price of health care would go way down. It's just,
you want to pay $1 a month for insurance, get you and your colleagues to fuck up less. There's a huge rate of medical error.
Yeah, but I'm willing.
Like, medical error is in the top 5 causes of death, I believe.
Okay, but so what do you want to do?
Well, for one thing,
you have a choice. Do you want less expensive health care, or do you want to keep with what we've got? In other words, I'm all for what
here's what I want.
Rick, I shouldn't ask you a question because then you get to answer it. What they're trying to do is just punish doctors that make mistakes. Take away their medical license. Do things like that. Punish them, give them jail terms.
What I want is to take existing systems and look at them and figure out how to make them suck less. The way, say you're a coach, a basketball coach at Willamette University. I don't know what their basketball team's record is, their boys team. Say that you're a coach at Willamette and you just came off a season where you went 11-19. You want to keep your job. So you take a look at what you're doing as a team, what other teams are doing, and what you need to improve to get your team to 16-14 next year or 18-12. And keep your job for another year, maybe make the frickin' the NCAA, March Madness. Same thing with frickin' healthcare, with not just healthcare coverage, but with healthcare, where they find out like it was a huge thing 100 years ago, 120 years ago, when doctors were told to fucking wash their hands. That was just washing your hands between treating patients was a major breakthrough in the safety of medicine. And there are similar things that when you watch doctors and nurses as they treat people throughout the day, you see where the errors arise. And then you come up with procedures that reduce these errors. In some cases, you can go to automation where it turns out that AI is now better at diagnosing certain diseases or catching certain tumors than humans. So you take the system, you look where you can improve it. Ditto for frickin' healthcare or coverage. There's not going to be an ideal system, but somewhere between Obamacare and Trump care, there is the least painful, least unfair system that, I mean, people aren't going to be realistic about it, but they're still going to demagogue it, but it's not going to be
But who's doing the
In the
doing?
words of Donald Trump, like 2 weeks ago, who knew healthcare was so complicated?